Hi, everyone. Look, I'm somewhat back. I'm still going to do the podcast version of my channel because you see how puffy I am in the face. I'm still trying to get better. I've been out sick, I think, for about a week and a half now. It was like the last week of March that got really just it's a lot of stuff going on. Welcome, welcome. But I wanted to say hello. I'm going to be on no camera, okay, because I'm still healing. So you will get the podcast version of me today. But it's still very much me. Look, I'm still here. I'm still here, just very congested. All right. And I'm getting there. I'm getting a little bit better. Slowly but surely, I'm getting a little bit better. So thank you so much for those that have reached out to me. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me see who is in the house. Let me see. Give me one sec. I have Pumpkin Peekaboo. Don't look back. Grandma Bella. Welcome, Bella. Crisscross Tina. Who else? Who else? Wim, how are you, Wim? Darcy, Karma. Who else? Who else? Sakina, how are you? Amy. I saw Crisscross earlier. Sarah, don't look back. Daisy, Amy, Cash, Karma. All right. Gypsy Lola, thank you guys. No camera today. Guys, Didi, thank you so much. Didi, thank you so much for the cash app. I definitely got it. That's gonna go to my like energy drink fund at this point because I need it. Yes, I'm getting there. I'm slowly getting better. Still very congested. I'm still like trying to get whatever viral crap out of my throat, and nose and everything, but I'm getting there. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Let's get it together. So we have 50 some people here in the chat. While you're in here, please hit that like button, okay? Thank you so much for doing so. Thank you, Esther, and everybody else. Thank you, Brian. Oh my gosh. Thank you, thank you. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Get better soon. Yes. Is somebody else sick in here too? Oh my gosh. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Amber. Flash in the pan. Welcome. Okay, let's get it together. So I want to talk a little bit about, and we're gonna hit the ground running here because we got some topics to talk about. Definitely true crime related, but we got to talk about who should we start with? Why don't we start with this little situation right here? Okay, so this kind of broke. It's been an ongoing investigation, but we're going to start with Banfield here first. This is regarding the three Florida teens that were shot dead. Okay, there's so much information coming about that. People are saying that they are wannabe gang members. So I'm not really sure. Hey, Train Monkey, I'm not really sure um, hmm, what exactly that means. I did put it on the title. Like I know what a wannabe gang member is, but I don't know. Like the last time I heard anybody say somebody's a wannabe gang member is that they pretend there is an affiliation, but there really isn't an affiliation. So let's watch this together and let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Not exactly sure what's going on in Ocklawaha, Florida, in Marion County. It is a very weird story. That's a very small place, first of all. Let me just set the stage. That's probably a lot of the cruisers on the actual detachment because that's a population of only 1,500 people. And Thursday night, a 16-year-old girl was found dead. Friday morning, a 17-year-old boy was found dead.
Wow.
Saturday, a 16-year-old girl also found dead. All three of them know each other. All three of them shot. That's not normal.
No,
especially
it's not.
in a town of 1,500 people. So what I can tell you, and it is very little at this early stage, is that 16-year-old Layla Silvernail was the first one to be found dead Thursday night, and it's believed she was found still alive in a dumpster.
Wow.
She did not survive these injuries. Ultimately, her family had to take her off life support at the hospital where she died.
Wow.
The 17-year-old boy and the 16-year-old girl, their names are being withheld because of Marcy's Law, which allows the victims to stay unidentified if their families so choose. But leading up to this incident, we're trying to figure out what exactly happened, that 3 kids in this little town would have been found dead.
What do you guys think is going on? And what is the connection to them? Is it because they know each other? Was there a pact made? She was found by the dumpster, she was found by the dumpster, by a dumpster, not in the dumpster. Thank you. Thank you, Pumpkin, for correcting that. This is like crisscross. That's what people said, but they're saying that that's not the case. They don't think it's a serial killer. That's initially what they had said. Those victims deserve their privacy, and so do the family. I couldn't agree more. Mind you, not only that, keep in mind they're underage too. So yeah, people, at least the way in some states, if they are underage, you shouldn't be disclosing their names. But I guess in Florida, that's not the case. I'm not really sure. They knew something and someone wanted to shut them up. Right. So what is the connection? What did they know? That's my question. Right? And thank you, SW. Hit that like button, guys. Thank you. It is very tragic because not a lot of people are talking about. Ava says it's a love triangle or something like that. Maybe I have no clue. So something that they saw something happened here. Okay, let's go ahead and hit play.
Joining me now, hopefully with some answers, is Sheriff Billy Woods of Marion County. He is working this case. Sheriff, this is an astounding story of proportions that don't make sense in a town of 1,500 people. Did I get any of those facts wrong? And are there additional facts that might help make this make sense?
Um, there are a couple that I'll clear up for you as go along here, but yeah, this is a very tragic event. You're absolutely correct in the size of the community out there in Ocklawaha.
Wow.
The bodies were found at three different times, three different locations. Now I'll start with the first one because that's one of the rumors that's been going around. Our first victim, the 16-year-old female. She was not found in the dumpster. She was found alive, but she was not in any condition to talk to my deputies, talk to investigators. She was actually laying on the ground just outside of the dumpster itself.
Okay.
There's a lot of information coming in, regarding this case, and I've got 15 investigators that is working on it, has been working on it since that night of the first body being found. And what we have so far is what we do know is you mentioned it. They knew each other. They were together leading up to the event. And right now, everything that we have is connecting the event. It was all the same event.
Wait a minute. They knew each other. Pumpkin says definitely a targeted attack. And then Darcy said, shout out to Darcy, that county is a trafficking county. Thank you, Bella, for the fair use. Mm, 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 mm. And I'm also thinking about the ages as well. Something's not right. Something's not right with here.
Although they were found in three different locations. Now, I don't want to, Ocklawaha, like you said, is a very small community. The first two bodies were found in the same subdivision. The third body was found in the vehicle. How we got to there is because after the second body was found is when we started looking for the first victim's vehicle. And that's where it's found partially submerged into the lake that we have in that end of Ocklawaha. Then the
and
body
Sheriff,
was
let
found.
Me jump in. If I can jump in there for a moment, because what you're talking about is the second 16-year-old female who at this point is unnamed was actually found in the vehicle that belonged to the first 16-year-old victim, Layla Silvernail. And that vehicle was partially submerged. Where in the vehicle was this second victim located?
Well, at this time, I cannot divulge that information because.
Oh, okay. All right. And thank you guys, those that are coming in. So let me tell you where the story starts. And I'm going to reference People Magazine, although at this point it's a little bit outdated, because we now have 3 teens that are dead. And thank you, Karen, for the $9.99, my love, and supporting my channel. We're looking so basically it says that two teenagers were killed. One was left with no brain activity that we now know has also passed away following three separate shootings last week in northern Florida County that authorities believe may be connected. It all began on March 30th, which before 11 p.m. when deputies were called to the Forest Lake Parks southeast 183rd Avenue Road. Okay, where they found a 16-year-old girl laying on the side of the road suffering from a gunshot wound, according to a press release from the Marion County Sheriff's Office. Layla Danielle Silvernail was taken to local hospital where authorities said she remained in critical condition. I believe she has now passed based on what's being reported. Okay. Layla at the time was showing no brain activity, and so the family decided to donate her organs. All right, they have a GoFundMe page for those that want to look into it that can help cover those memorial expenses. The teenager was described in the fundraiser as an amazing athletic who had played softball all her life. Okay. Deputies said that the next morning around 8 a.m., a second teenager who'd been shot was located on the side of the road on Southeast 94th Street, Southeast 188th Court, which is about 4 miles from where Silvernail was discovered. The victims, identified by the sheriff's office only as 17-year-old boy, was pronounced dead at the scene. All right. Then on April 1st, okay, literally this past couple days ago, identified the victim identified by the sheriff's office as 17-year-old boy was pronounced dead at the scene. Okay. Wait. Then on April 1st, investigators found the body of a 16-year-old girl inside a partly submerged car near the edge of a lake on, I think it's Malacao, Ma, Malauca Loop. I think that's how you say that. And Malauca Loop Trace, the release states. She had also been fatally shot, and her identity was not revealed pursuant the Marcy's law, which allows families of crime victims to shield their identity. Okay, so the vehicle found on the scene belonged to Silvernail. Authorities confirmed. They did not detail why Silvernail's body was found elsewhere. So that body of the other 16-year-old girl was inside of Silvernail's car. They did not detail why Silvernail's body was found elsewhere. Police say they believe the shootings are all related, citing the ages of the victims as a common factor. Well, now here's my question. Did they attend the same high school? I'm curious. No arrests have been made as authorities continue to investigate. We're all looking for helping to help the families who've lost loved ones and their folks there that know. Okay. So and sorry, I'm reading the article, so I'm not paying attention to the chat. Thank you, Karen, my love, for becoming a member. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Infamous, welcome. And Chico and everybody else that's coming in. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Hey there, welcome, Trap. 5 days ago, there was drugs and guns and cash bust near the school, says Darcy. I know I got some people from Florida here. So I'm kind of curious. And those that know the area, would know. Hey, my love, welcome, welcome. Hey, Tasha. So two girls and two. I think it's two girls and one boy. That's what I'm hearing. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. I gotta send Rabbit to the iPhone link. Oh yes. And the iPhone link is in the description box too, Chico. So you guys know I put it in there and it's labeled iPhone link. Thank you, and it's also on the community tab. Um, thank you, thank you, thank you. I think it's two girls, one boy. Yes, two girls, one boy. That's what I heard, Amy. So let's continue watching and let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Because it's still part of the investigation. And I'm, I know everybody wants to know, and would love to tell people all of the information. But to ensure the integrity of the case, to ensure that we have all these dots connected, the pieces of the puzzle put together, there's information that we can't give out because we do have suspects. We have multiple suspects in this particular incident. So that
okay, actually, can we? That I respect that. Talk to me a little bit about multiple suspects. What kind of leads do you have, and who are they?
Well,
Okay, let me ask you guys in the chat a question. Do you guys believe that this is multiple people or is it just one person? I'm kind of curious. Whatever the motive is, there's no real cost to kill. Right, Cash? I'm curious to know what your guys' thoughts are. Is it one person or is it the doing of multiple people? Because if it's trafficking of one way or some sort, as I think it was Darcy who pointed it out, it would make you wonder that there would have to be multiple people. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, my love, for yes, and please hit that like button. Thank you. You think it's one, Tasha? Ava says, I don't know, multiple people. I never felt unsafe in Florida. It gets bad reputation, but yes, big state, overcrowded now, and it's changed. So it's changed a lot. 2 or more. Poll? Should we do a poll? Let's do a poll. All right, let me go ahead. Only because you guys asked nicely. All right. Only because you guys asked nicely. All right, let me mute myself here. Hold up. Hold up, wait a minute. Okay, Florida. Multiple people, multiple suspects, one suspect. Do routine murder. All right, go ahead. You guys vote. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make your voice count through the voting process, okay? That would be very, very helpful. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Let me do something real quick. I'll be right back, guys. My apologies, guys. I had somebody at the door. Jimmy says 2 people. Think it's more than one. Okay. Hey, Ben Dreaming. Okay. Let me look at the poll real quick and see where everybody's at right now. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So we have 37 votes. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button while you're voting. We have 40 votes. So the 3-teen murder, multiple suspects, one suspect. So 68% is saying multiple and 33% is saying one. You know what makes me wonder too is what age range the perpetrators and or perpetrator is.
Again, I can't give you names, but right now we have obviously more than 2, probably, is what the information is being given to us.
More than 2.
To what occurred and being multiple shooters.
Wow.
Multiple shooters, anyone in custody at this point?
No.
Do you know the whereabouts of these suspects?
Well, yes, we do. I can answer that one.
Whoa.
Do they know they are suspects?
Yeah, that's a great question.
That I do not know.
Thank you for watching.
Well, there you go.
Go to newsnationnow.com to
Wait. Her question was, do they know, Stacy, do they know that they are suspects? I'm curious to know if they know that they are suspects. Someone said that the folks that did it just thugs and gay. That's what I'm saying, Chico. Is I'm wondering. I'm wondering what everybody's thinking in terms of this situation. Okay, so then we have 46 votes. I'm going to end the poll now. So hurry up and vote and make sure you hit that like button. Hey, Lost of Space. The members are solid as Brian Laundrie's whereabouts. Oh, wait. That feels as solid as Brian Laundrie's whereabouts. Okay, I see. Where did I read members? I think I was reading the last part in there. Hey, blonde, welcome. I'm curious to know. Let me see. All right, here we go. This is where the poll landed. Okay. All right. Um. Hmm. Wow, I did not know that. But thank you for the heads up. I lost the poll. You didn't vote fast enough. Oh my god. Someone said the okay. All right. So let me see. So just giving you guys a heads up, definitely a developing story, a very sad situation. I mean, anything involving young teens, I think, is always just sad. I don't feel like we have a lot of information per se. I think there's a lot of speculation going on.
The victims
Here we go.
have all suffered fatal gunshot wounds.
The first victim found late Thursday near Forest Lakes Park on the side of the road, 16-year-old Layla Silvernail. She has now died, according to the Marion County Sheriff's Office. The 17-year-old male found shot to death the following morning, less than a mile away from the first scene. And the 16-year-old girl found several miles away in a partially submerged car on Saturday. All of them knew each other.
All of our victims are known or were known to know each other and were together leading up to the incident itself.
What exactly happened isn't clear. The sheriff saying tips have led to multiple persons of interest. He also insisted there's no evidence of any other victims. The best he could provide is a motive.
They are friends. Okay. And the other thing that I'll hit on real quickly is that the detectives also have information that it's possibly tied to what we classify as hybrid gangs.
Meaning people
Oh.
hanging together as a group, but not actually gang affiliated. He did not provide how the reported connection led to such horrific violence. The sheriff made a pledge to the victims' surviving family members.
Not only our victims, but those families have a right to justice.
So
And
that's
what we're going to
why
accomplish.
they called it the
Thanks for watching
wannabe
our YouTube.
gangs. So they're not real gang affiliate. I just never heard, like I've heard of the term wannabe, but I've never really heard anybody, especially from the law enforcement side, call something a wannabe gang. Like that's just it just sounds so off to me, but that's just hey, that's just my thoughts. Is there something off about the story completely? Um, hmm, hmm. I guess we'll continue to follow and see what comes out of this, and kind of go from there. We got to talk about, let's switch over real quick, guys. We have to talk about this situation right here with Mr. Bob Lee. Okay. Now, let me tell you something about Mr. Bob Lee. All right. So, um, if, there's always been a lot of conspiracies surrounding Mr. Bob Lee. For those that don't know who Mr. Bob Lee, he is the Cash App founder. He was fatally stabbed in San Francisco. He was 43. He's the chief product officer of the cryptocurrency startup Mobile Coin. Was the victim in a fatal stabbing on a city street early Tuesday, his family said on social media. Very young man. Okay, he's a tech executive investor who founded the mobile payment service Cash App. All right. So I have Cash App. I know a lot of you guys have Cash App here. Um, I think it was a great invention because sometimes it's easier. Um, so he was fatally stabbed on the street in San Francisco on Tuesday, according to his family. The San Francisco Police Department said it responded to a call about a stabbing in the Rincon Hill neighborhood at about 2:35 a.m. on Tuesday. The police did not identify the victim, a 43-year-old man with apparent stab wounds who died at the hospital. But the KPIC, the local CBS affiliate, reported that the friend of Mr. Lee said he was the victim, which was confirmed Wednesday morning on Facebook by his father, Rick Lee of Miami. Rick Lee said on Facebook that he moved in with his son after after Bob's mother died in 2019, and they moved to Miami together in October. Bob would give you the shirt on his back, Mr. Lee wrote. He would never look down on anyone and adhere to a strict no judgment policy. Wow. Um, this is just a very sad situation. You guys said, yeah, I didn't know that. I mean, hey, just a T, I didn't know that either. And I was seeing kind of the news break. Actually, shout out to the Discord group. If you are a member, And I think Chico, the membership for the Discord is only for members, so I'm only posting it on the members only, because that's part of our Discord. So we definitely don't we don't want to share it unless somebody becomes a member. Not everybody's a member, so heads up. Because then we'll have a bunch of people that aren't members, but I wanted to specifically make sure that we have it. So if you are a member, make sure you check out the Discord link. Thank you, Chico. And I'll share it again on the community tab. No worries, it happened. I didn't specify. I just figured it's a great way for all of us members to connect. If you are a member, you become you're able to access us on Discord. So yeah, but thank you. All right. So this is a sad situation, but there is a lot of controversy behind Mr. Bob Lee's name. There's a lot of people out there that have given controversy. You cannot dox the Discord. Stop it, Lost in Space. Shout out to Chico. I love Chico.
Killed the founder of the mobile payment service called Cash App. Tech executive Bob Lee was found stabbed to death early Tuesday morning.
Wow.
Officers responded to a report of a stabbing and found the 43-year-old who was rushed to the hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. No arrests have been made. His death was confirmed by his current employer, the CEO of Mobile Coin. He wrote in a tweet, "Lee was an incredible human being. I will miss him every day."
You guys should see there's just so much controversy around Mr. Bob Lee's name.
This morning, we're learning new details about the stabbing death of a tech executive in San Francisco. Cryptocurrency startup MobileCoin confirms Bob Lee was killed early Tuesday morning. Lee was the founder of Cash App and the chief product officer of MobileCoin. San Francisco police say it happened on Main Street in the city's Rincon Hill neighborhood just after 2:30 in the morning Tuesday.
Wow.
When officers arrived, they found Lee with stab wounds. He was taken to a hospital where we're told he later died.
Guys, do you guys think that maybe this was maybe he was mugged? I don't know. Wim, you have Discord too. What are you talking about? No worries, Chico. You know we love you. You're funny. I'm kind of wondering if this was a like he was about to be robbed. Maybe that's what it was. It is very sad. I'm kind of wondering. Don't they have cameras around? Right? I'm wondering if this was like a true, maybe like a mugging situation. I hate to say that word, but I guess that would be the word for this, like a mugging situation, or like something, or a random crime, or was it like, I don't know. You don't think it was a robbery? You think the wife was involved, Darcy? Oh Lord. Robert, that's what I was thinking, Karen. Like maybe it was a robbery gone bad. You know? Depends. San Francisco has a lot of blank areas. Yeah, but no one mugs someone and stabs that many times. Right. Well, stabbing is a personal crime, right? Um, you stab that's personal. That's rage. That's anger. You know? 2:30 on a weeknight on a Tuesday. Tasha, see, I listen. I don't know. Well, Chico, that's great. Who had access like that, and why him out of all the people? Hey, Vic, why him out of all the people? Like, was this random? It has to be. Stabbing is a personal crime, yo. Like, if he was gonna be mugged, it would involve the gun. I don't want to assume. Flash says it's a meth head robbery. Oh. Yeah, San Francisco. I mean, San Francisco is a beautiful city, you know. But I'm kind of right here. Who had access to it? Like, who knew? And it's at 2:30 in the morning, guys. Who knew? You believe it was a hit? There's a lot of controversy um around this man. I'm sure he was a nice man, but there is a lot of controversy. Anything involving crypto, whatever, there's always something, Was it random meth head robbery or an assassination? I mean, I know Flash, but to robbing at a knife point? Hey Rico, um, it's just weird. It almost seems very much like, and I mean, they're not saying how many stab wounds he had, so let's not get that confused.
This morning, MobileCoin CEO Joshua Goldbard sent this statement saying, quote, Bob was a force of nature. He helped to birth Android and Cash App into our world. Moby was his dream, a privacy-protecting wallet for the 21st century.
Life
We miss him
insurance.
every day. On Twitter, people are also remembering him using his Crazy Bob Twitter handle. Kyle Zink says, quote, was scheduled to work on MobileCoin with you tomorrow morning at Crazy Bob. You always believed in me. I'll be forever grateful. Now, no arrests have been made in this case, and San Francisco police have not yet released any details related to possible suspects. Of course, we'll keep you updated. Amanda.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Well, I mean, I'm telling you. Look, and this is just me showing you just by search. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Well, I don't think you could see it there. Can you guys see that? So I typed in Bob Lee Cash App, and the first thing that comes up is Bob Lee Cash App conspiracy. So I guess there was some, stuff behind his name, but it's still a very much unfortunate situation.
There is shock and
Uh,
frustration in San Francisco's tech community over the death of executive Bob Lee. Friends say he was attacked and stabbed on a
Tina?
downtown city street. We appreciate you being here. I'm Julian Glover.
And I'm Kristen Z. Bob Lee, CTO of mobile payment app Square and the creator of Cash App, was killed at 2:35 yesterday morning on Main Street near Harrison and Folsom.
2:35 in the morning. I mean, I know people don't. I don't know, 2:35. That's beyond my bedtime, But then again, I have a different lifestyle. I have kids. I don't live in San Francisco. Maybe I would be up at 2:30 in the morning, out in the street. I don't know.
ABC 7 News reporter Amanda Del Castillo joins us live with reaction to Lee's
Yeah.
death. Amanda.
Hey, Cat
Yeah,
Life.
Kristen, Julian, friends say tech executive Bob Lee had no enemies, convinced the man they knew would have handed over anything of value
Wow.
to avoid violence. But he was stabbed and killed here along Main Street in San Francisco near Harrison early yesterday morning. The shock of the stabbing death of Cash App founder Bob Lee is reaching far beyond the tech industry. Friends and colleagues of the 43-year-old father and tech executive sharing their frustration about what happened.
I actually lived right where he got killed, and I used to walk there all the time at night. And I did start slowly feeling less and less safe. And that's part of the reason why I moved. I'm in Vegas now, and I lived in San Francisco for 20 years, and I feel like I got ran out of that city because they're not upkeeping it.
MMA fighter Jake Shields says the two have been good friends for about.
What do you guys think about the situation? Overall, like I don't know. You guys are saying love triangle. Some of you guys are saying the 2:30 a.m. being up out not good. Especially in that neighborhood, everything's closed. Rabbit, I'm only out at 2 a.m. at the weekends, and that's what I'm saying. This is weekdays. Love triangle possibly gone wrong. Very true. Every place has its issues. Let's not get it twisted. Every place has its issues. I don't know. You would be out cold. Nothing good happens at 2:30. I'm looking at these comments, you guys. You guys think this is like a sex crime related? Like a meetup? I don't know. Hey, Felony, welcome. I I don't know, guys. Something right. Pumpkin says, I know that Jake dude. Do you really? The one that's speaking? Wow, San Francisco is scary now. I used to feel somewhat okay walking, but now it's crackheads everywhere. Oh, I'm a night person, so I don't judge people's hours. It's true. I used to work nights, so everybody's a little bit different. I don't know. Yes, please misspell the salty words, guys. Let me go ahead and continue playing.
About 5 years, with plans to meet in Miami as soon as tomorrow.
We're supposed to hang out tomorrow night, so that's a little strange. It like just happened, so my mind's still processing it. When you lose someone, you're just like, damn, this is not expected. I know he had two daughters as well that he loved quite
Right,
a bit.
Chico.
That adds quite an element of sadness to it.
Shields sharing beyond Lee's high-profile tech resume. He hopes Lee is remembered for being an all-around good guy.
He was a humble, nice guy. Talked about his kids a lot, family, just a generally good guy. Like I said, he's the kind of guy to give you phone calls and talk about issues, and there's not many people like that anymore.
We met Gordon Wong, returning to work along the block where the deadly stabbing happened. Police confirmed the deadly attack happened around 2:35 Tuesday morning near Main Street at Harrison.
The stabbing doesn't surprise you at this point?
Oh, not at all. But 2 o'clock in the morning, I'd be at home. That's so sad. Young man.
This is not a city where anybody should fear for their lives at 2:30 in the morning.
Whoa.
This is a city that has a vibrant nightlife, and we should be safe 24 hours a day. There's no crime worse than homicide when this is something that's just unacceptable.
Lee, no doubt a major force in the tech world. He was the chief product officer at MobileCoin, a cryptocurrency company. Before his current job, he acted as CTO of mobile payment app Square and the creator of Cash App. Early in his career, he also worked at Google. MobileCoin issued a statement describing in part, Bob surely had an impact that will last far beyond his short time on Earth. This may sound impressive, but Bob's real resume is the hearts and minds he touched in his time on Earth. Bob's legacy is the feeling that you can make a difference if you try.
Was he married? I didn't know he was married. You know what's funny is that the articles doesn't really even mention that. That's interesting. Interesting. You're side-eyeing everybody. Listen, I'm side-eyeing San Francisco right now. Everybody. I mean, clearly, this is just like, what did the guy say? 2:30 in the morning? Just saying, everybody's getting, that should be our new emoji once we reach the new emoji status again. We definitely need to put a side-eye emoji in there because everybody can get it. Everybody can get the side-eye. Everybody. I don't know. You're having Wi-Fi difficulties. It's been years. I haven't been there in a couple years. But when I did go, it's definitely been different. It's not the same. I used to write the BART all the time. I love the BART. I don't know why. I don't know. If I had to write it again, I probably would. The BART. But yeah, don't trust anybody as far as I can see him with my glasses off in the dark. California is a beautiful state, but I have no interest in being there anymore. It's just changed. That's all. It's changed. It's not what it used to be, if that makes sense. It's definitely the people have changed. I mean, just it's different, But then again, that happens to a lot of cities too. So I don't know. You call it the fart. You don't call it the BART. Unless I'm up to potty, I never up at 2:30 a.m. Well, Lane. Lane. Oh, sugar. Yeah, we're there 2018 when I went. Oh, was it 2018? Yeah, it's been a couple of years for me. I haven't been there. Yes, he married and his wife lives in San Francisco. Darcy, but the articles don't mention the wife. Were they going through a divorce? See, I didn't even really know him like that. I mean, I knew about the Cash App thing, and then the cryptocurrency stuff, but I had heard controversy behind his name, I don't know. You like Southern California? CA did just have that woman who tried to run everyone over. Oh, Tasha. Wow. Used to go to San Diego and then go to TJ. I'd never now. Well, it's just changed. Nope, not Bart the fart. We're immature kids. Y'all are too much. Well, I mean, so just giving you guys a heads up about this. This is why it's making news. There's a lot of news. It's definitely. Hopefully, there's some resolution to that crime. And they find out, but it definitely something's not right about the story. It's similar to what we just talked about earlier too, right? Like something's not right about that story too. It just all of it just doesn't really sound right. But we're gonna head over and let's talk about Jared Liesek, okay? As we conclude this situation here, okay? So Jared Liesek was scheduled for a hearing today, and it is not happening today. It actually got pushed to the 19th. I actually contacted, you guys know that SF Investigates is one of our channel friends. Shout out to SF. And shout out to my member in Discord who gave me the heads up as well. My member actually brought it to my attention, who said that that the preliminary hearing that is scheduled in person, Okay, so today it was supposed to happen. It was scheduled in person, was moved for the 19th. Now, that could be for various reasons, could be scheduling conflicts, could be various things. But that is so far what we have as far as update goes. A lot of you guys had contacted me. Are you going to talk about it? You're going to talk about the hearing this. Well, the hearing is not, the hearing has been pushed back for the 19th. It's going to be in person. Okay. Now, I'm talking to somebody else who I'm not going to give her a name quite yet because we still have to figure the logistics of this. But if these are hearings that people can attend, she's actually in that area and can attend. So I'm going to see about her attending. If I was in the area, I would totally, not necessarily play cameras, but at least go in there, take some notes, and then report out for you guys to know what's up. Just like, I don't know, People Magazine or CBS News or whatever would do. Um, we are not doing a meet and greet in Utah, yo. We are not. It's not going to happen. Jessica, shout out to Jessica in the chat. You guys say, drop your hearts for Jessica. Welcome, my love. I would love, 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 love to attend, but I can't because I'm not there. I used to be in that area, but I'm not there anymore. So I'll definitely talk to somebody to give you guys a heads up on what's up, whatever information we can get beyond the court minute orders, something that's actually like, their notes, tangible, since we can't really record. So we'll see. Even if we have to get like a press pass, we'll see and get some information, you know? Maybe Rico, maybe let me hit 100K and then I'll think about it. We'll definitely plan like a meet and greet once I hit 100K. Um, that way I can 100K at least I'm able to financially afford a nice little meet and greet room and everybody can come through and party favors and all that other stuff. We'll throw the rabbit hole out of the rabbit hole, if that makes sense. Something like that. One day. We're not there yet. So I have a lot of time before that. Yes, yes, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my love, for coming through. So yeah, so y'all, and the thing is too is like I I'm always very concerned about and I'm so happy that Hero and Jessica have kind of like, um they're guarding themselves, right? Guard your privacy, guard yourself. The last time, I mean, because these creators don't give an F about anybody. I'm just going to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Um, Guard yourselves and be careful with yourselves. In because there's just always so much backlash that comes. It wasn't that long ago that Hero got her information doxed, and it wasn't like oh, no, they doxed her address, her social, her driver's license, her everything, and that's just not. It wasn't okay. And I feel for her because I feel like she's carrying a lot. I feel like I'm happy with the ruling that they're going to move forward, even though Liesek and his dirty attorney tried to finagle themselves out of the situation. So much so to even give the argument that somehow Hero would have consented or some shit. Like it's just a ridiculous argument that was given, and I threw up listening to it seriously. So I'm happy that this is going to move forward. And you guys are in my prayers, and I know everybody in the chat definitely supports you guys. And maybe one day, once this is concluded, if Jessica and Hero want to come back and give us an interview, that would be awesome. You know, I would love to do an in-person interview. I would love to do that. Not You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit different when you're in person versus like an actual StreamYard, but an in-person interview. I would love to do that. And maybe once this is over, but again, they got to protect themselves and they got to do what they got to do. But yeah. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Yep. And so for me, when people send me stuff about, well, look what he's doing now, and look, he's back on live, he's doing X, Y, and Z's. I'm not. Let me tell you something, yo. Like, he has to pay for his attorney one way or another. If people are going to eat up the griff, go ahead. You eat it up over there. You act like what he did wasn't what was he was young. You go ahead and do that, okay? I'm happy that people are seeing through that shit, and I'm happy that that DA said what he said, and fought, and very much won the argument, that he won those oral arguments that we had last time. So again, the next hearing is scheduled for April 19th. I think it's scheduled at 3. Hold up, let me see. Scheduled at 3 p.m. It's a preliminary hearing. It's in person, which means there's no WebEx, there's nothing. So giving you guys a heads up about it, and hopefully we will go from there. I've watched a few of his streams, and it's boring without the crew. It's a lot, and I one thing I peeped, and I don't know if anybody else has peeped on this with Adventures with Purpose. They're constantly throwing shade at these other creators. Exploring with Nug. Who else? Sam, the Adventure Man, Cooper. You know, these creators over here are minding their own business. You know what I'm saying? They're doing what they do best, which is like, rescuing people, doing what they have to do. And this man is constantly throwing. It's like he's mad. Chaos Divers, thank you. That's another great one. Yeah, it's in person. So he has to be he's always it's in person. He's always throwing shade at the crew. If you guys ever peep that, I noticed it too. It's all over Reddit too. And shout out to the Redditors that keep us, because I go down there too all the time, and I follow a lot of the groups over there. And seriously, he's always throwing shade or has some snide remark. Like he's mad. He's mad at everybody, which to each his own. But I mean, I guess he thought that people would have his back, but I guess he screwed a lot of people over. I don't get it. Yeah, shout out to Sam and Sam's son. I mean, these guys are. I've been watching their social media. They're out there. They're doing their thing. And honestly, I feel like they don't get enough flowers. They don't get enough props. They don't get enough support. They really deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Especially Mr. Nug and all of them. They really deserve it. Does Doug still work? I don't know, Trace. He says he isn't. I don't give any of them I don't give any Adventures with Purpose views. Well, I get my information from Reddit. And I go through Reddit to pull that. I'm not subscribed. I'm not drinking any Kool-Aids over there. My thing is oh, he left right away. Okay, good. Oh Lord. Y'all behave in Reddit. I don't comment in Reddit. I sit there and eat my food and watch. I just because I sit there and I'm like, I don't know about this Reddit stuff. Sometimes Reddit is like Twitter to me. It scares me a little bit sometimes. Rabbit, that's what he gets for doing what he did, for a being who he is, and for being a selfish bleep. That's what he is. Yes, yes, Tinkle. I peeped that too. And shout out to Josh, shout out to Carson, shout out to all of them. Y'all, like, they don't get enough flowers. And I'm not. I'm smaller in comparison to a lot of these bigger creators. I wish I could, like, God, I would love to be like in a rescue, like not a rescue, I'm sorry, a search and recovery. Like if they ever do it, I'm like, man, I wonder if they would ever do one in, well, not to say that if there's one in my local area, that would be awesome, because I would totally drive and just see how they do stuff and give my like thought process behind. I would love to see behind the scenes of that. You know what I'm saying? As someone that is not a diver and doesn't understand anything about sonar or any of that stuff, I would love to be able to just, it's kind of like a ride along, if that makes sense. If anybody's ever gone to a ride along, um you sit there and you're with the officer and you're riding along, okay? And I would like to see kind of like a ride along of that. I just want to see what it looks like. I want to see what they see in real time. It's one thing to talk about it on a YouTube channel, but to actually be there, I would be down. Hey, Kathy, I would be down. So if any of them are listening to me and y'all hit me up, let me know. Oh my gosh, here's Cooper. Uh, Cooper, you're gonna have to. I'll tell you my location offline because I'm not trying to dox myself. I've already been doxxed, but I'm not trying to dox myself. I'm in the area, but he does, he does. But I would love to film it. I would love to be there. Like it's just like how do I say this? It's almost like it's like a ride along. You have these police officers that are in the scene, right? Leslie is his wife. Okay, okay. I'm gonna if you guys hit me up, you know, I'll see what I can do. I'll tell you guys my location and stuff. I would love it. Have you been there and done that? Right. I would like to just be there and then just report out and then tell you guys the experience. I mean, I don't know. I've never been on a ride along, but I've watched a lot of people live on PD. Right. But I think it's a little bit different to actually experience it. Yeah, Kathy P. I'm not. It's all good, Kathy P. You guys go check out Kathy P. She's a creator. She's trying to reach 1K. Kathy, will you drop your link? Or somebody can, one of the mods can drop one of Kathy's links. We got to get this woman to 1K. I didn't even know you were a creator, my love. It can be long and chilly. I'm down for it. I'm down for it. I don't know. Is this the same Cooper? Because we have Cooper's amputee, right? Lifestyle. Shout out to Cooper. And these guys are awesome. Like, Mr. Nug is awesome. Chaos like I see this stuff and I know that we see it on YouTube, but I would love to do a ride along. Like I'm down for the ride along, you know? Just saying. Done a ride along with a police officer, love doing it. Did you, Tina? I don't know. I was interviewing the back of a police office van was like Cash. Cash, you got the best sense of humor, I swear. Cash. Give me 1 second, yo. Cash got the best sense of humor. I'm just saying. Corey's your husband. Okay. All right. So you guys, I'm down to do a tag along, but that way I can report out and give you guys because I'm curious. I would love to do a little ride along with some of these folks. Just saying, you know. Um, yeah, we'll go from there. Okay. I've been back cuffed, but sort of right along. And Amy, Amy's like, look, does the riding in the police officer patrol car? I would count that as a ride along, my love. Don't worry, don't worry. Noted. Okay, all right, guys. Well, so just wanted to give you guys an update on everything going on with Mr. Liesek and all that other stuff. Like I said, uh, I'm gonna try to figure out about having somebody attend these hearings. But of course, they can't be recorded because of the court. So it would be somebody just kind of taking notes and then reporting out, and we'll go from there and we'll see. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let you guys go because look, I'm still congested, as you can see, puffy in the face, congested. And I gotta recover. But you guys have a great one. Make sure you hit that like button if you're watching the replay, and I appreciate every one of you. You guys have a beautiful, wonderful day because I'm out.